Hi, everybody. Valerie McSorley here with another amazing buzzworthy interview with someone I am so honored and privileged to sit down with. Camille Rosales is here, all the way from Austin, Texas. And Camille is someone I got to meet through the years, through the industry. I mean, this industry, a lot of people don't leave this industry. They may leave their center, they may leave their, but they don't leave the industry. And what makes this industry so special to me is that we are in the business of care, customer care. And some of the most caring people I know on the earth are in this business. And you are absolutely one of those people. So I got to meet you in Austin at ACCA. And take me up to speed with what you're up to now, because you've got a lot going on. You are buzzworthy at the moment. I can feel your energy.
Oh, thank you, Valerie. So I would say, one, just to echo your point, this is a large community, but a very small neighborhood. And
yes.
At these events, you just kind of see like we're all connected, and you see so many people that you've worked with over the years.
Yes.
So what's going on with Camille Rosales?
Yes.
I launched company called Synervo Group.
Wow.
In 2024, November, literally, it happened in 4 days.
Wow. I mean, if anybody could launch a company in 4 days, it is you, 100%. It's not for everybody.
It really takes, and I think back on it, it was already in the making in my mind. It was there, but it was really, how do I clear out the clutter in my mind and execute?
Yeah.
And that execution was the 4 days. But the groundwork had always been there, thinking about how do I launch something like this? How do I push a consulting and BPO operation based on the knowledge that I had from being in the industry for almost 20 years.
Right. So you take that little mental floss to your brain.
Yes.
Clean it all out. Okay. All right. We're going to floss. And then take me through, because this launch was, I know you, and you are someone that, challenges do not stop you. Challenges, you make me think, okay, if someone tells you no at the front door, you're going to the back door, you're looking for the window, do they have a chimney? Like, if you want something, Camille, nothing's going to stop you. That I know. So tell me what this new business is, Synervo. Am I saying it right?
You are saying it right,
Okay.
Synervo. And really, Synervo is, how do you take the customer experience and really look at it from end to end? How do you change a idea of how service is delivered? And so I work with companies and industry people to help them really look at that end-to-end experience. I'm looking at your process. I'm looking at your wow moments. How do you retain those customers? And really helping from an outside lens. Because sometimes, when you're in the mix, it's hard to see. It's hard to see those lights, those moments that you can create because you're bogged down with the 10,000 things going on. Synervo comes in to help, again, floss and clear the air so that you kind of know, where do we start next? Where do we go from here? And like you said, 4 days, I believe.
Did you sleep?
I did not. Girl, I was
You're so energized, I bet,
I was
right?
in Manila
my
the
God.
time.
Wait.
I was
What?
in Manila. Yes.
You were launching from the Philippines.
From the Philippines.
Wow.
And when I got back, so did this Tuesday night, started Tuesday night in the Philippines, in Manila. And when you're overseas, your jet lag, your sleep pattern is crazy.
Everything's crazy.
Everything's crazy. So I took that time to really say, you know what? I'm going to lean in right now.
Right.
Launch the name, the branding, the website, the mission, the philosophy.
In 4 days.
In 4 days, flew back on a Friday, and Saturday I was home.
Wow. So tell me, how'd you come up with the name? It's interesting.
Actually, I really have to say thank you to my husband, my partner. He's amazing. When I said to him that I wanted to do this, he said, let me think about some names for you.
Wow.
And he came up with the name. He really said, what does the synergy, the energy that you're going to bring, because Camille, you bring energy.
Yes, you do.
And how do you bring that to a company? And so he came up with Synervo.
I love it. You bring energy. I mean, standing ovation type of energy. You are celebrated in rooms where I've seen you speak, and it's a joy to watch you because you You're the real deal. And I got chills just saying it right now. You are the real deal in every possible way. So I'm delighted to help you. So how can we help you? What's your ideal client look like?
Yes.
What's the next, you're 6 months in. What's the next 6 months look like? And before you say that, I just want to acknowledge you're very lucky to have such a supportive partner, because that makes the difference in this road. It's difficult. And, I launched a business 20 plus years ago, and my husband's always been really my biggest cheerleader. So you really need that support at home, because it's not for the faint of heart. So
You're spot on. And embarking on this new adventure, he had experience with it. And I feel like even our conversations have changed.
Yes.
Because I'll come to him and I'll say, hey, how did you do this? Because he's a serial entrepreneur.
Oh, awesome.
And
Perfect.
so I've leveraged him in so many ways. Sometimes even so he's like, yeah, I think I have a document for that, but you need to create your own. But it's been a great journey with him walking this.
That's awesome.
So next 6 months, so perfect client really is insurtechs, fintechs, companies who are really in growth mode. It can be from a Series A to a Series C company, and they need that more boutique experience. They need someone to come in and say, hey, I want to change our customer experience because we're in heavy growth mode. We're not focused on this part. Can you help us focus? Because they're trying to get that funding. They're trying to look good to the streets.
Sure.
And when you're in heavy growth mode, you're thinking sales.
Right.
And I tell them every time you sell a customer, you have to create an experience for that customer after. Because you have to retain the customer.
Yes.
As we know, it costs more to get a new customer than it is to retain the customers you have.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So, there's something like, and I heard this at a conference a couple weeks ago, 1,400 AI companies were established in Q4 of last year. 1,400. Would they be the right type of fit for you?
They would be a perfect fit.
That's
because
what I was thinking.
I'm really coming in from a practitioner space to help them weed through all of the noise.
Okay.
They have to, 1,400. They don't have the time to think about 1,400 different companies.
It's 1,400 races.
Oh my gosh, it's a lot. And so really bringing my knowledge, background, and my connections, and really just the plethora of people that work with Synervo, we bring over 100 years
Wow.
of industry experience from true practitioners who have done this.
Wow. So that team got stood up really quick.
It did. I would say I am so lucky to be around amazing people
Yes.
who have so much talent and so much knowledge to provide. And so they have come along for this journey.
Nice. And that generosity, I think, is also, I like to say it's like the biggest industry with the smallest community. And when you can really tap into that, really special things happen. So it's no surprise to me that you're so well supported, because you're so well admired by so many. And tell me a little bit more about, we talked about what the 6 months looks like. Just define, really be specific on your perfect client.
Yeah.
So how can we help you?
Yes.
Because I think we all like to help one another. We just sometimes don't know what to do. So what would be good intros for you, referrals for you? How can people get in touch with you?
Yes.
Tell me more.
So any customer, any client that you have that is really trying to redefine.
Okay.
When I say redefine, they're really committed to working on their CX experience. It's not just talk. It's really, we want to see action. Synervo is action oriented and results driven.
Okay.
And if they want to see that, we're the company for them.
Okay.
The other piece I would say is any company that is really in their growth stage, they're growth minded. Focusing heavy on really the regulated industries as well.
Okay.
How can we help them look at ways to become more efficient? Insurance is, it's an old product and there's a lot of inefficiencies. The same thing with the banking industry. So those two, I would say, are big ones.
You have a lot of experience in
Exactly.
those. Yes.
Many-
Wealth of knowledge.
Exactly.
Yes.
And just seeing how the evolution of insurance and and financial services over time, how that inefficiency causes agent burnout, causes customer fatigue. We're really looking at ways to help that. Also partnering, we partner with, and we have a BPO operations that can actually help with efficiency if they're at the stage where they need additional support and people to help with calls, emails, chats, that communication piece.
So I think you strike me as someone that has a very hands-on, consultative approach, and that you're going to take excellent care of everyone in your orbit.
I am.
That's who you are.
I cannot go into anything not with all my heart. We're going to come in, and the goal is I want to see your customer feel like I feel when I engage with amazing brands.
Right. So their success is your success.
All
And
the time.
that's the recipe for success. You can't go wrong. If I'm putting you first and you're putting me first, we'll never go wrong.
Exactly.
That's perfect. Well, Camille, you certainly are buzzworthy, and I really appreciate you buzzing by our booth today and visiting with CallFinder. And I especially love when you pop into our Women in Contact Center Leadership, our virtual sessions. I love seeing you when you pop into that Zoom room. So I'm going to put you on the calendar every Thursday at 4:00. Join us when you can. We'd love to learn from you.
Yeah.
And thanks for buzzing by.
Of course, anytime. Women, we have to support each other.
Yes.
And as leaders, we have to continue to share the knowledge. And I have gained so much from your podcast.
And I think that we have to share that. We need to be generous with our support, with our resources, with our connections, with our time, with our talent, with our expertise.
Yep.
Right. And I think it's really important because what I always say, and you're a perfect example of this, strong women lift each other up. Right.
Love it.
And how many times have we had to be lifted?
It's so true.
Yeah. Yep.
Thank you for lifting me up.
Oh, always mutual. Thank you. Bye.